Now, how about them damn Celtics?
And we are back with another How About Them Celtics video. Sam and I are here recording on Thursday, January 16th, talking about the lifeless Celtics, as Kristaps Porzingis would put it. Celtics lost to the Raptors last night as we're recording this a couple days ago as you're hearing this. And after the game, Kristaps had this to say. Shout out our boy Terp for posting the video, but here we go.
I think we played with no spirit, with no personality, and it's just weak performance from us, honestly. So, we just play with no personality right now. I think
He's right.
Facts.
He's spitting. Dude's got a spitting.
And thank you very much for listening and watching. Make sure you subscribe, leave a like.
It could be a short. Cut it. It's a short. Cut it.
He's right. The team sucked yesterday. This is, by the way, we're recording this on Thursday. So the game was Wednesday night. Gross performance. It's been a gross month and a half. The Celtics are just playing uninspired basketball. They're playing disconnected, and they just do not look like the same team right now as they were last year, which is in the grand scheme of things, they were one of the best teams ever last year. It's tough to expect them to be the exact same team, but it's also tough when they have the exact same team, except for O'Shea, to not expect them to be pretty close to that level. I don't think anybody expected. What are they, 12-9 in their last 21 now?
Yeah.
Pretty poor, pretty bad after they started, I think, 16-3.
It is 100%. It is bad. It is not Celtics basketball. Joe said that after the game. Kristaps said that. I don't want what I'm about to say to be misconstrued as me disagreeing with that statement. It is just so funny hearing you get as excited as you've ever been about the Pistons being one game above 500 and then saying these guys are the worst team on the planet. And it's 100% contextually true. It's just really funny.
The expectations piece of all of it, expectations ruin everything. As someone, don't get worried. If you're listening to this, as someone who's gone to therapy, we talk about expectations, if how it affects your emotions and everything. Sometimes you have to taper your expectations and make it so you don't really expect everything to go exactly the way you think it's going to go. And if you just look at the expectations that were placed on the Pistons this year after they were a franchise record worst last year, for them to be above 500 is super exciting. I don't know if anybody that really wasn't me expected them to do what they've done this year. I also don't know if anybody expected the Celtics to just fall off a fucking cliff when they got healthy.
Yes.
The whole thing coming into the season was hey, let's see how they do without Porzingis for the first couple months before Christmas, because we all thought he would come back on Christmas. Speaking of expectations, when we found out that he was going to come back before Christmas, it was holy shit, this is all found money now.
Yeah.
It turns out I don't think it's Kristaps' fault. I don't want it to be put that way because it's not really fair.
And that's not what we meant via our other video, if you actually listened. But
they really just haven't been as connected. I don't know what's going on. I think he said also that he believes in the team. He thinks they have a good group of guys and everything, and he thinks they're going to get through it, which he's been consistent on saying. But I have to double check exactly what it was that he said. He did point to say that there was some people got to look in the mirror, and we'll play the audio.
What gives me confidence? Just knowing who these guys are. We, as I said, we have high personality, high character people. Nobody's pointing fingers and stuff, but we know we'll get past this. I know it. We know it, but we have to start. We have to start, and we have to start playing better. And we just can't keep cruising and expect when just turn it up towards the end. So it's in our hands.
Yeah, I mean, hearing Kristaps talk about, it's not the end of the world as well. You just played bad. No one's panicking. He goes, if we were panicking, I wouldn't tell you, but we're not. And I'm being honest, which is just okay, buddy. But I really don't think they are. I really think Kristaps just hey, we're playing like shit. we play like we don't care, and we can't do that. And I think they all realize that. It's one thing to realize it, and another thing to actively, consistently break the habit. Because as much as it's easy for us outside looking in to say, oh, just break the habit, just do it. Like it mentally, like they're wanting to get to the end of the rainbow without climbing over it, right? They want to get to the playoffs without dealing with the work, because they know they can do it. They know they can win in the playoffs. They know what it takes. But now you have to deal with all the bullshit that before they won a title was, okay, they knew that we have to go through this if we want to win a title. And now they realize, like, yeah, we have to go through it if we want to win a title, but if we just get to playoffs, it's fine. And it's like an extra mental hurdle that they have to jump over, that they now have to actively try to break, that has been like ingrained in them, which I'm not saying is a good thing, but I feel like it's a big part of why they're playing like we're seeing.
I said it to you yesterday. I stand by it. They beat the video game. They don't really want to play the video game anymore. At least not until like they get to the levels that they like the best.
They need the DLC.
They need the DLC. Yeah. So that means trade for somebody, clearly. Jesus. No, like they just seem pretty disinterested. Like, as funny as it is that they and I seem to feel the same way about playing the Raptors, they still have to show up and play the games. Like, they should still want to go out there and compete. There was no level of compete yesterday. And you said it before the game. Toronto is, when healthy, a more competitive team than their record says.
Yes.
If there's anybody that should know that, it should be the guys that are playing in the games. The NBA players should be like, oh yeah, having RJ and Scotty Barnes all playing together at the same, and the rest of the crew all playing together except Quickly, should probably make them a little bit more competitive. Like, this should be a nice little challenge for us, as we've been fucking butt ass forever, for the last month and a half. It's like you said, Jack. It's easy to be like, just cut the shit. And I know there's like habit breaking to be done, and they have to kind of work their way out of this, as stupid as it sounds. The flip the switch talk is just never good. I feel like it never ends well when we're talking about flip a switch. Every time we have a team where we're talking about that, it always feels like it ends in playoff disappointment.
That's because there hasn't been a repeat champion in 6 years or 7 years. Like, so that's a big point why. And for what it's worth, Celtics still have only lost 2 in a row one time this year. It's as funny as it sounds. It was the Magic Sixers game, and every other one has been scattered or close together, but there have been wins in between. There's been some green in between the red L's on the schedule, which maybe makes it more annoying. But listen, I think they'll be fine. I'm not going to sit here and say like the world is ending, but Kristaps said it best. Against the Raptors, they played like they had no personality. They played like they didn't care. They were like, whatever, I'm over it. Right. And Kristaps called him out for it after the game. And I think everyone realizes a little bit like what's going on and what's going wrong, and that they have to fix it. Also, did you see the Nets score? At least they're not the Nets.
The Nets lost by 1 billion. Okay, so
the Nets scored
this doesn't really
in 2025. That's special.
This doesn't really matter. It doesn't count towards the record. It will never be in an NBA like statistical column. The Celtics are 16-24 against the spread this year. Doesn't matter again. But I think about that lately because let's see what it was last year. It would be real bad if it like wasn't close, like if it was still bad. Last season they were, go ahead, StatMuse, you got it. They were 53-44-4. So they weren't like world beaters. But this year it just doesn't feel like they are. That was all the playoffs and everything included.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty close to on par with what it currently is.
No, they are 8 games below 500 on this.
Oh, wait, what's their record this year?
16-24.
Oh, I thought you said. Oh, yeah, no, I misheard. Yeah, no, it's a lot worse. In my head, I heard 16-14, but no.
Okay, they are.
Yeah, sure.
Not
sure,
doing well.
Sure.
They aren't really playing to the level that at least the line makers expect them to. And people in the comments, you can say like it doesn't matter, and it really doesn't. Like it won't.
But
it doesn't affect their record. But it just does not feel like they have played up to the level. that
No, they've
should be.
been ass, and that's what Kristaps said. Kristaps admitted they were ass. Everyone was, they kind of know. They just got to fix it now. It is identifying problem is step one of the plan, and now it is we got to fix the plan. We gotta fix our plan.
Didn't
We'll see what
Joe say
happens.
he's not trying anything new?
Let me look. I don't know.
I think he did. I swear I saw that somewhere.
I think you have to enjoy the challenge of going through it. Yep, classic. Just stick together. Can't expect things to be easy. We didn't do a great job protecting the rim with our shift activity. Where did you see this? I don't know.
This is pissing me off now.
Yeah, I don't know.
Why does Slack do this? Slack like jerks me around to different days.
I don't see it. I don't know. I mean, I can.
Yeah, I might have just made that up.
Okay. Well, anyways.
Yeah, I made that.
Kristaps basically called him out after the game. Let us know what you guys think. I mean, we have a whole rant in our comment section today, which fair enough.
Someone went on a rant in the comments.
Oh yeah, Matthew. Shout out.
Can I read it?
It'll take us another 5 minutes, so no.
Okay, no, never mind. I'll take a look.
All right. Appreciate you for tuning in. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe to How About Them Celtics, and I'll say take it out.
Yeah, thank you very much for listening and watching. Make sure you subscribe, leave a like, comment. You know how you feel about this game, but we love to have you comment anyways. You can hit the bell. Jack and I are here every single day, no matter what. New pods drop Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday. Game recaps are up the morning after each game. And other videos are on the channel, like this one. To keep you up to date with all things Celtics, you can also find us streaming live before every game for a half hour. It is tradition. It's a ton of fun. Come hang out. Hit the bell. We're on Spotify and Apple too. All pods and recaps are up there. So if you leave a 5-star review, we'd appreciate that very much. You can email us, hbtcpod@gmail.com. We're here reading your emails every pod. So get them in, hbtcpod@gmail.com. Our socials are at How About Them Cs for Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Facebook's just the name of the podcast. All streams are there. They're on YouTube. They're on Twitter. Jack's Twitter is Jackson NBA. Mine's at Sam LaFrance NBA. That's it for us. Bye.